What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Study Hall here on UFSU University. My name's Tam. I'm joined by...
Big Johnson. Jacob Johnson. There we go.
There you go.
And Travis TNT Tangeman.
That's what we're sticking with.
I'm down with it. I think TNT's a sick nickname.
TNT.
Dynamite. So this is a special little episode of Study Hall because the good people at Jasco have given us entire spoilers for the new set Soul Calibur 6 that's coming out. And this episode, as you saw, is going to be all about Nightmare. So I just want to jump into his support. Let's talk about Nightmare just for real quick in order to get up to speed. This is 629. Your face-up attacks with printed damage exactly double the printed speed, get +2 damage as just a static. R once per turn after your blocked attack resolves, add it to your hand. Enhance, if your attack is blocked, your opponent discards the top 3 cards of their deck. Your opponent loses 1 vitality for each attack discarded this way.
Oh my god, I just realized that R existed.
Really?
I didn't even read
You
that
didn't know the
ability on
R?
Nightmare.
Yeah.
This character is way better than I thought he was going to be broken without it.
Yeah. Yeah, this character says if you interact with this turn at all, you have to deal with that thing again.
Well, guys, look out for me playing Nightmare at Worlds.
Yeah, man, I
hope that you guys are ready to get diversified.
I'm gonna be making a list of ways to beat Nightmare. And I already have a couple of cards. Like Sweet Nothings beats this character, or something that like Skullberry beats this character. Like you just get rid of the attack or make it to where like you don't have to block this thing. The issue is they're all so meaty, and we're gonna we're going to jump
the issue
into
is his
it.
asset. That's the issue that why we can't do what we were talking about.
We will get there. His action card, which gotta say, every character have an action and asset. It's pretty rad, which we will get into on a future episode.
That's the best.
His action is I grant you death! ! Make sure you write that on your deck list. It is a 3/5 with a 1 mid block. It says respond, remove, lose 2 vitality, : After your opponent plays a responsibility, they lose 4 vitality. Enhance, remove, : If your attack's printed damage is exactly double its printed speed, draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. Then your opponent discards the top 3 cards of their deck. Wow.
Okay. Nice apples.
At the end of this video, I feel like I'm going to talk about what all of his stuff does as like a whole.
Totally.
But this response is very key. The like burn 4 if they ever try and do anything to you.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, kick the attack that I just talked about.
Or want to use a response to help themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, you responded? I have 3 of these in my hand. Sorry, but you're going to burn 12 for that.
Yeah, totally. And they response, remove, lose 2 life. So, like, he'll lose 6 for you to lose 12. Down. So
if you're at 12 or less, you're a 7-hander. You just lost your entire vitality.
Yeah.
You're playing Vega and you're like, ha, respond, commit my character. Ha, lose the game.
And I'm fairly positive under 2 of these symbols, we still get to play out of your league. So I can pay 2 to make you burn 4, pay 2, burn 4, pay 2, burn 4, pay 3, cancel that response you did.
Yeah.
So I pay 9, you pay 12, and I win.
Yeah, because that response probably mattered. That response was like maybe a revoke or, I don't know, like a deliverance. Could you imagine like getting your deliverance canceled after you burned 12?
You know what?
And just dying from the attack.
Yeah.
I think Jasco is actually paying a lot of attention to champ cards because we have apples rotating out soon, and this card is actually just apples.
I mean, it kind of is.
Minus the build thing.
Enhance is way better than form, I feel like.
I agree.
But it has a better, more of a stipulation of attacks printed damage exactly double its printed speed.
It's all harder to do.
And you also don't have to discard as a cost.
Yeah.
It means you can hold it in your hand and you can block with it.
Yeah.
True.
Compared to apples, if you don't draw what you want, it's dead. It's just chilling in your card pool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this card is very cool, and we'll get into deeper stuff later. Soul Edge. Soul Edge is very...
So this card is going to create an entire deck existence in the meta.
I'll tell you my initial thought with Nightmare once we get done with this card, which I haven't even like told us like what I was thinking. So we've got it's a Soul Edge. It's an asset. It's 2/5, 2 mid block. unique weapon, or commit. After your non-throw attack is completely blocked, your opponent discards the top 10 cards of their deck. Your opponent loses 1 vitality for each attack discarded this way. Wow. We now have a burn deck in UFS.
All
For
I
sure.
know
Yep.
is I'm playing Chainburn Vega
Yeah, like
with Glaive Throw.
I'm gonna play Chain Burn
Nightmare.
Nightmare
Yeah.
because him himself burns as well on
Yeah.
every attack.
And my initial thought with Nightmare was, I get to play this card, and I get to play Test Your Might under all 3 of his symbols. And so why not just mill him 25 on 1 attack and draw 3 cards, huh? I'm positive I can get one of my attacks up to 15. He gives me a free +2.
Yeah, let's just look at that altar in a couple minutes.
Yeah, yeah. And so I'm gonna mill you 15, and then I'm gonna draw 3 cards, maybe mill you some more. And then if you block it, you're going to mill some more. And if you block
talking
it,
about being a
you're
mill
going to
deck?
mill. I mean, not
Yeah.
only that, but like, not only am I, the only way that plan backfires on you is if they're playing Punch and Judy. And that's it. And under these 3 symbols.
Sometimes it doesn't, because then you could like mill them completely out before they can even use them.
Yeah, totally.
No, we also
So-
have Fatality, so we can
Yeah.
just remove their punches and their duties.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that a neat play? Wow.
Oh, and
How
Fatality
exciting.
gives us the momentum for
Yeah, it's pretty good, huh?
neat.
Yeah, I think Soul Edge is going to be if you Soul Edge is like we said in the last video we recorded Killick before this. You can see that in our on our page. It's another asset that I would totally play this, not just in Nightmare, but in everybody else. Like I think this
Yep.
card is totally rad.
This card's played in every single person with those symbols.
Yeah.
No matter
I am-
what.
I am
At
for
least as a
sure-
1 or 2 of.
I'm for sure playing this in Vega.
I mean,
'cause
how
it
many-
is nuts with Glaive Throw.
How many times have you like gone in for a poke? Your opponent blocked that poke, and then they drew a hand of attacks to kill you. This says that doesn't happen. All of those attacks they were going to draw just got put in the discard pile. You know how attacks don't do damage? When they're in the discard pile.
Yep.
If you don't want to get hit by an attack, put them in their discard pile.
Oh man,
just take them from the top and mill them.
his asset with Syndicate Slice.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. The
man.
most important thing is his asset with Glaive Throw.
Yeah.
So you
Glaive
burn
Throw
'em, and then you're
Syndicate
like-
Slice,
You want to eat 7?
which is
Why
why
not?
I'm going to be playing it in Vega.
Or just
For
from
sure.
hell. You know why? Because it has double the printed damage of speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then you're like, oh, you didn't block it? I guess blow that foundation up.
We're gonna move on to his attacks. We'll get into way deeper stuff whenever we talk about the cram session.
Yep.
Crimson Vortex is a 5/3 with a 1 high block. It is a 3 mid for 6, so it's actually a 3 mid for 8 because of Nightmare static.
Yep.
Weapon combo, its combo requirements is a high attack, so you can combo it off of some of his other stuff. Enhance, discard 1 momentum, discard 1 card, add 1 action card from your discard pile to your hand. Huh.
Add his action or
Then
not over yet.
You add out of your league, not over yet,
Helix action.
revoke.
No, I'm sorry. Any action you want, like punch, Judy. Those are fine. Those are fine as well, I'd guess.
Those are all right. Those are
Yeah,
all right.
under fire. Combo enhance. Since this attack is completely blocked, your opponent discards the top 6 cards of their deck, and they lose 1 vitality for each attack discarded this way.
Oh, yeah, this is the attack I was talking about.
So this attack is actually you mill 9 because of Nightmare, and you mill 19 because of Soul Edge,
And you burn 1 for each attack.
and you burn 1 for each attack.
Neat.
How
So
many
y-
attacks are on the top 19 cards of your deck? Is
Yeah.
what you
So
look at
you,
this.
Yeah.
so you could potentially one-shot a 7-hander with this.
Like this card.
Just
This
mill every attack in their deck.
yeah. Like
the top 19.
there's so many times where like you get a like mana screwed but attack screwed, but like I remember how hard it was to draw attacks versus Blanca, and he was milling me 2 on every attack. He mills 3 and
If you
burn
block,
if I
well,
block.
If you block, you
and
can just eat the attack.
You're right. I could just eat this
Uh,
3 mid for 8. Yeah, that's fun. That was probably buffed up with some other garbage.
Yep.
Yeah, this card's very, very good.
That's just common.
It is. Is it common? Yep, that's a common. All right.
1 high block.
We're gonna
by
move
the
on
way.
to his
We already talked about it right there.
this one. This is the next one. His ultra rare, Dark Reconquista Triumph
Reconquista?
Reconquista. All right. Why does the C and the Q both make the K sound? All right.
I don't know.
Dark Reconquista
Triumph.
semicolon. Triumph.
It's just a colon. Anyways, it's a 5/2 with a
that is.
1 mid block. It's a 4 mid for 8, but it's actually a 4 mid for 10. Ally, the most important keyword on the card. Charge, Fury, combo, and its combo requirement is just an attack.
Oh, wait.
This attack cannot be partially blocked. Combo enhance. Discard 1 momentum. This attack gets 8 damage. Only playable if the attack immediately preceding this attack has a printed damage that is exactly double its printed speed.
Oh, my God. This card does have ally.
I really like enhance plus 8 damage.
Yeah,
like,
enhance
that sounds
plus 8
real
damage.
good to me. And you know what? If they blocked all your attacks, you don't have momentum. I guess they've milled through their deck probably once.
So, this card can't be Flame Aura'd. This card cannot be 100
Folktale Storyteller.
$500 glasses, Folktale Storyteller, all of these fantastic mid blocks, off blocks. You just can't do them. And randomly, it's 18 damage. That if you block, you're gonna mill 10 and burn. Yeah, it's wow. Look at poor Maxi on the card. He's like, oh God, what's happening?
Yeah, which this is his ult in the actual video game, by the way.
It is.
I think they all are.
Yeah.
Yep. Most of them.
This one actually looks really cool.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite card art that I've seen so far. It's man, Nightmare's a beating. This is one of those cards you want to get rid of. This is one of those cards you need to get out of your opponent's card pool.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it cannot be partially blocked is huge. It is a mid block, but sometimes or mid attack, but sometimes you get caught with mids. Like that just happens sometimes. So like it can be an issue.
This card also shares 2 symbols with Face of a Monster.
It does.
Oh man, you chose to block my 3 mid for 8.
So you can
Well,
make
let
it
me
a
show you
low.
one up.
So you can make it a low or a high, and
Yeah.
then they can't partially block, so they have to walk with that zone.
That's true. That's true.
That's
it'd
pretty
be
good.
even more broken if it said it can only be blocked with mid blocks.
Ooh, nutty.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, all right, hold on. We're gonna go back because all right, I've found my next character.
Oh my God, we're playing Magna Man
No.
under Chaos.
You know who has the 3 symbols?
Schechter.
Schechter.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God, this card is so
This card's
massive.
a beating. Oh my God. This card's insane in Schechter.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it just combos with an attack. It doesn't have to be mid, so I'll play this thing for free at the end of my
It's a
chain.
Fury, so under Chaos you can play it in Sasha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like there's a we'll get into it.
man.
We'll get into it way deeper. His last attack that we're gonna talk about is Skull Chopper. This is when we knew that Nightmare was going to be a problem. It's a 4/3 no block,
This
too
card
high
is nuts.
for 4. So it's too high for 6 in him. Weapon combo. Its combo requirement is mid attack. While this card is in your card pool, your opponent must lose 2 vitality as additional cost to play action cards.
Oh man, you wanted to cancel my thing with a response? Well,
No.
you're burning 2 from this, and then I have this action card that burns you for another 4.
Absolutely.
Chain burn.
Combo enhance,
UFS.
lose 2 vitality. This attack gets +2, +4. Let's double it. So now it's a 4 high for 10 on a 4 diff.
Neat.
Sounds balanced.
Sounds about right.
Which is a 5 high for 8 in
Hey,
Vega.
you better not block this or else you're going to burn 16 due to my other cards. And since you blocked it with a mid,
Don't forget, Mill 13.
yeah. Man, this card by itself is already for the test your might. It's already mill 10 draw 2
It
by
is.
itself
Oh, on the basic.
on a common.
Wow.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
But test your might's on a 5, so I hope you check well. Whatever.
Damn.
We're gonna start off with his next foundation, cleansed by blood. This is uncommon. It's a 2/4 with a 2 mid block. Enhance, lose 2 vitality. If your attack is blocked, your next non-throw attack is +2 damage. That's very good. That does not say commit on it. That seems like a really cool thing for like I don't know a desperation deck to play. Enhance, remove. This attack gets -X speed. X equals its printed speed. Playable while committed.
So this card is better blood for blood.
So in a way, so it doesn't inherently do damage like Blood for Blood. Like I think Blood for Blood's gonna be better in Nightmare,
Well, yeah, because
but
yeah, it
this
will.
card is
Burned.
inherently better as a card because
Yeah.
it has speed, hate,
yeah, speed
Totally.
hate
and the other ability.
and the other ability. Yeah.
And it's got a solid block. Like it's a 2/4. Normally 2/4s either just don't have blocks at all, because they're like nutty, or their blocks are like 3s or honestly 4s. So like a 2/4, 2 mid, like that's okay. And it's remove is playable while committed. So like we've got cards with baller speed stats. Like there's some Lilith cards that are like 5 speed. Just like, hey, put that to 0 by removing a committed card. I'm down. I'm super down.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not much to say about this card except the enhanced lose 2 vitality is going to demolish some people in Vega.
Yeah.
Because all of your coffees on multiples just get 2 damage for free. Moving on would be Demon Mutation. Yeah. It is a 2/5 1 low block with Desperation Breaker 1. Enhance commit. This attack gets plus X damage. X equals this attack's printed speed. Only playable if this attack's printed damage is exactly double its printed speed. Yeah, this just hits you harder. Makes you want to block.
Oh, so this card says commit for +4 damage on an Ultra Rare we saw.
Yeah.
On the 18 already damage. Why not make it more, right?
Yeah, why not? I think the fact that he doesn't give speed is probably the best thing in the entire world. I think if this character gave speed, he'd actually be unplayable. You could not beat him.
Yeah.
That card is also extremely good in general with a 1 low block with Breaker 1.
Yeah, 1 low block breaker 1. Like it's nothing to sneeze at for sure. Like if you need to find room, this is not a bad card.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. We're gonna move on to his last one, the Azure Nightmare.
Oh.
It is a 1/6 with a 3 high block. It says statically effects on this card cannot reduce your opponent to 0 vitality. So we're gonna stop there.
That is the most important text on the whole card.
We already know this card's gonna be a beating if it says you can't win the game with it. Like what? It's a 1/6 that says this card can't kill them. What? Hey,
What
I
else is
hear
coming?
I hear what we're talking about, like playing these attacks or whatever. But our foundations are gonna murder you. We'll keep going. After this card is discarded, your opponent loses 1 vitality.
Hey, you know what symbol this says?
Chaos.
Chaos. Do you know what card's in Chaos?
The balance fighter.
Design
for
for
combat. Yeah.
Yeah, designed for combat.
After this card is committed due to your opponent's stun ability, your opponent loses 2 vitality.
I just realized why his action makes you discard a card.
Yep.
Yep.
And his attack makes you discard a card.
Wow, Apples is nuts in this deck.
Yup. Enhance once per turn. Discard 1 card. Ready this foundation. Playable while committed. So if I have an Azure in my hand, I can just discard it, burn you for 1, and then ready it.
And if you you can stun it down again to burn you for another 2.
Absolutely.
Yep.
This card. If you open 2 of these, your opponent does like as opposed to like a sense of morals where it's like, oh man, I don't want to stun you, but maybe when I go to kill this card will just kill you back. This card's just like, you better not fucking stun me ever,
Man.
punk.
I'm gonna burn you for 4.
Like this card's gonna be in 4 in every deck.
You know what?
I do not see how you do not play 4 of this card in
I
every
don't-
single symbol
I don't
possible.
either.
Yeah.
If you're discarding cards at all, or well, it discards itself actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
4. Neat.
You know
No
what
reason not to play this
makes
card.
me really sad?
Right here.
He's the one of the ultimate abusers of missile launcher, but he's
Yeah.
also the ultimate hater of missile launcher just
Yeah.
because of this card.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
totally.
It's his card now.
Hey man,
He's taking control.
yeah. What a nightmare. Oh, I get it.
Jet had a nightmare.
How do you guys feel about nightmare support?
Nightmare is either going to just create another deck in the game that exists, or is going to be gone. I feel like.
Yeah.
Just personally, I feel like if it's super unhealthy, like not playing it yet, I cannot see it staying super long.
I
but
think
I don't know.
I think his attacks do way too much damage for him to be burning you as you block things. He's essentially he makes RNGs, not RNGs. Yeah, RNGs. You're making things throws. So like it's so random if it's the things that throw. Because like if all of his cards said throw, they'd be way overstated.
All of his stuff says completely blocked, right? So maybe he's just like designed to be half blocked.
Yeah. If you half block him, you're fine. If your attack is blocked, your opponent discards, and
So
then
he's the only one that says
your throw. Yeah, all
maybe if you're
all
half
those other
blocking, I guess you're fine.
Yeah, man. So like you have
block
you have
my
to half
20
block
damage
and
attach.
Ophidiophobia, or you have to half block with something that like
So $500 sunglasses just got way better as
Yeah.
a card.
yeah, totally. Yeah, scale 1 to 10 on his support.
I'd say 10 out of 10. I think
11 out of 10.
Yeah, I
This
think
char-
this character is probably getting banned.
I agree.
I don't know about the character. I think maybe that asset is.
Solage.
I don't know about the character. I think because I don't actually think the character's that. Okay, the character's inherently good because he's a 629 that says if you block an attack, add it back.
Yeah.
He's already better Hoytzel,
Yes.
and Hoytzel is getting second at or top 4 at 2 PTCs
Yes.
in a row. So I don't know how they thought this was okay, but
I think these were printed and designed and made before.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
top 2 events, and we're like, wait a minute.
Like, because this guy gets to play Dark Kirito. Let's just think about this. He gets a he gets to set Dark
Wait.
Kirito down. Oh, if it hits you, the multiples are unblockable. If it doesn't, you're gonna mill and burn, and I'm gonna add it back.
It's also a 3 low 6, isn't it? Dark Kirito.
Oh, hey, you know how you're? Oh,
I think
so
it's
4
too
low. It's 4 low. It
Is
does
it?
not have double, so we're
Yeah.
good.
Oh, rip.
Oh, got real scared.
But you know how you talked about like removing the attacks from the card pool?
Yeah.
Well, can't do that anymore with Dark Kirito.
Yeah, totally.
So,
Yeah.
Man.
What do you think? How's Nightmare? Are you gonna play him? I have to figure out how to have my dad make a costume, in order for me to play it while I'm sitting down.
Man.
How am I gonna sit in this Nightmare
well,
costume?
he
huh?
needs to make a few of them so we can all go as
We
Nightmare.
all go as
A
Nightmare?
Nightmare Clan.
mean,
Yeah.
You could just have the more humanized version of him that's on the
This one?
foundation.
Yeah, it's when he's turning into it. That's
Yeah.
what I
Look
said.
at- but
That's
look
what
at
I
this-
told you.
Look at this big crazy arm though. How am I supposed to hold cards with this arm?
You
I don't
don't.
know.
You play one-handed.
Easy.
I'm gonna just, I don't care if you see my hand. I'm gonna lay it down. Like this is gonna burn you to death. It doesn't matter.
And you know what?
You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, remember?
Yeah.
Right, I forgot.
Probably
Chamber.
Not actually,
This-
but
this probably is going to get banned just because, like, even if you do look at a card game like Yu-Gi-Oh, when Chainburn did exist, they nerfed that deck so hard into the
Yeah.
ground because it was way too.
that's why I think
oppressive.
Soul Edge. Soul Edge will go before the character. 'cause
Yes, because the first thing they hit in Chainburn was Chain Strike.
So with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the last character we have to spoil. Woo! Stay learned.
Get learned.
Been learned.
Bye.